Hello and welcome back on the channel. My name is Max, and today I want to talk to you about The Road by Cormac McCarthy. I know he's a famous novelist, but this is the first time I read anything written by him. The main reason why I had him on my radar is because Haruki Murakami mentioned him a couple of times as one of his main influences. And since I love Murakami's work, I thought I'd give him a try, and boy was that an experience. um, as like for the last time, it helps if first I give you some context on the book and then we try to answer why you should consider reading it. So what is this book about? Well, the premise is as simple as it gets, really. The world has undergone some catastrophe that we don't know much about, but we know that very few people have survived and are they in survival mode. The story in particular follows the father and the son. Both characters are nameless, but they are a name is the only thing they're missing to feel real. They are really, really tangible characters that move together in this desolate landscape to go south. They live in a very cold place and they're trying to get to the sea. That's all you know. That's all you need to know for me to talk about the book. And I'll avoid spoilers, so feel free to stay around even if you don't want to know anything more than what you can read um, on the behind the book cover. Why should you read it? Well, it is a tricky question in the sense that it's a bit like asking, do you like being punched in the face? This book to me was a bit like that. It is a punch in the face. It is a truly intense experience of two people living off of nothing and trying to make it work, and the hope that tries to break through the desperation. The character of the son in particular is kind of the sign of what's good still in the world that you can still try to work with. Even when things are going very bad, the boy tries to find something to hang on to, and he really tries to be the good one. And he keeps asking and telling his father, "We are the good ones, right?" And it is kind of refreshing. It is, if there's such a thing as a good punch in the face, this book is it. It really tries to motivate you to think about, is there still good in us that we can try to look at. The book again is mostly kind of a survival book in this desperate journey that the couple is making. And I liked a lot the exchanges between the father and the son that are very crisp exchanges of thoughts and sentences that are very dry, yet they tell you a lot. One in particular that I really like because it gives you the feeling of what the book truly is about is that one night they have very little to have dinner with, and I think they have some powdered milk and some cocoa powder, and the father tries to give a lot more of the cocoa powder to the son rather than to himself, and the son notices and he calls out the father to make it equal and make sure that they were both getting their fair share, and the father abided. And I find that this really tells you anything you need to know about the book. I'll try to be shorter this time than in the other video. Are there reasons not to read the book? Honestly, if you want to read something that makes you feel good in a simpler way, um, probably you may want to stay away from this book. There is a lot of tough stuff that you're going to read and feel as you read through the book. Um, so if you, I don't want to say too much to avoid spoilers, but yes, it gives a sense of hope, but it's definitely not a happy book. Another thing is the universe around the book is fairly limited. It is the road, and it is the experience that these two characters make along the road. Don't expect that this is just a small premise to learn about what really went on in the world and take kind of a sci-fi curve to it. No, it's as simple as it gets. They move on, they interact with each other, there are a few things happening around them, and the book is over. It is much more than this, but if you're looking for the plot and the adventure, this book is not for you. This book is not about the plot. This book is about the journey and the connection between a father and a son and this sense of hope in desperation. So I feel like I'm running in circle. Hopefully I've told you enough to consider if you want to give it a go. I've liked it a lot. Honestly, I thought it was a good punch in the face. Apologies again. I promise that I'll get better with my English. See you soon again. Thank you. Bye bye.